Let me suggest to you something that I think is very true, is that unbelief lies at the root of violence. That violence is oftentimes portrayed as some sort of redemptive quality. And that even in the churches today, we have this myth of redemptive violence. But we want to confront that in tonight's teaching. We want to challenge that. And we want to urge you to think deeply about violence in the context of the Christian faith. There's a wonderful Christian sociologist from France who is now, he's passed away many years ago, but his name was Jacques Ellul. He's a profound author. I have many of his books, and I strongly encourage you to read them. But he has a quote in one of his books that I simply had to share in tonight's presentation. This is from Jacques Ellul, and here's his quote. "The appeal to and use of violence in Christian actions increase in exact proportion to the decrease in faith. Unbelief is the true root of the Christian championship of violence." Do Christians, modern Christians here in America, champion violence? Is there any doubt that they do? Is there any doubt at all that American Christianity champions violence? And yet here we see a profound thought from a Christian thinker, which I believe to be very true, that it is actually unbelief that is the true root of that Christian championship of violence, and that our use of violence in Christian actions increases in exact proportion to the decrease in our own faith. There's also one more quote I think that's fitting before we move on, and that comes from the great G.K. Chesterton. And he said, "The Christian ideal has not been tried and found wanting. It has been found difficult and left untried." The Christian ideal has not been tried and found wanting, referring to nonviolence, nonviolent love. But instead it has been found difficult and left untried.